What's going on, guys? It's Smudger here, and today we're going to run through the quickest ways to level up the Season 6 Battle Pass that has literally just dropped today. I know a lot of you want to get leveled up quickly, you want to hit tier 100, show off to your friends, unlock the new content. I do have a video showing you everything that is in the Battle Pass. If you're not sure if you want to buy it, I would recommend it. It kind of pays for itself because you earn the COD points back almost. If you want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description. And as always, if you enjoy the video, give it a like. If you want to find your way back, hit subscribe. We're on our way to 500 subs and we're trying to hit that by the end of October, I'd like. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Now this video is going to cover both Warzone and multiplayer tips to level up quickly, so if you're only interested in one but not the other, then check the description. There'll be timestamps, skip to whatever part you want to watch. And I'm going to be sharing this biggest tip, I think it is personally, and most underrated, as it helps you level up your battle pass, yourself and your weapons all at once. I'll share that at the end, so stick around for that. First up, let's cover what it actually takes to complete a tier in the battle pass. If you didn't know, the battle pass works is that every minute in the game is 1% of a tier. So if you play 10 minutes, you get 10% of a tier. And running alongside this is the XP that you earn in a game through kills and objectives and things like that. So every 1000 XP you earn is 1% of a tier. So if you just take this alone, that's 100,000 XP for a tier or 100 minutes of game time, which sounds like a lot, but you earn both at the same time. So if you get 10,000 XP in 10 minutes, that's 20% of a tier. The single most important tip I can give you when it comes to multiplayer is to choose your mode wisely. My personal preference is the playlist Shoot the Ship, Shipment 24/7, Shoot House 24/7, or Shoot the Rusty Ship, whichever one it is that has rust in it. These game modes are often slightly longer than Team Deathmatch Kill Confirmed. You'll get a lot of headquarters and hard points in rotation, which kind of gives you that good chunk of a battle pass tier done just for showing up almost. But then you also have more engagements, the highest kind of level of engagement you're going to get in almost any other playlist, and that's where you get all your kills, all your assists, all your objective play, and you'll rack up the XP from there. Now obviously the more kills you get, the more XP you get, so that's pretty obvious. If you're capable of dropping 20, 30 plus kills a game, then you're going to be completing tiers far faster than someone who's only dropping around that 10 to 20 mark. But if you're only dropping those sort of kills, then it's not to worry. I'd really recommend running lower kill streaks so you can cycle through them more easy. Definitely run the UAV and counter UAV if nothing else. Gives you XP every time someone gets a kill, or the counter UAV when you hit someone with it, you get XP, it's free XP. Alongside this, especially in maps like Shipment, run stuns or flash grenades as your tactical and just chuck them out straight into the middle of the map. You're probably going to get hit marker more often than not. You're going to infuriate everyone in the lobby, but it'll make the enemies easier for you to kill, or if your teammate gets the kill, you get assist XP. And then alongside this, if you're really trying to farm every little bit of XP that you can get, run either the ammo box or the EMP drone. You might have another preference if you found a better kind of field upgrade to use, but I'll often throw ammo boxes at my teammates' feet, especially if they're mounted up somewhere, so when they reload, when they hit square or whatever the button is on Xbox, they pick up that ammo without realising because it just automatically does it. Or I'll throw it in spawn in like a route that's getting a lot of foot traffic and people will often pick it up as they run through. Now the EMP drone is a bit of a weird one. It's really good for shipment. You can cover most of the map with it really, considering how small the radius is of the actual drone, and you get a nice little chunk of XP with it each time you use it, especially if you hit quite a few players. And finally, for multiplayer tips, winning games gives you more XP. It sounds intuitive, but not many people seem to realise this, and this is twofold. One, you get XP as a match bonus just for winning the game. You get slightly less if you lose, because the aim of the game as a whole is to win. But also, especially if the game is heavily objective based, you rack up XP for playing the objective, so don't be afraid to jump on the hard point, jump in the headquarter, pick up that extra tag in Kill Confirmed, even in maps like Shipment, especially if it's hard point, because if that hard point's changing hands a lot and the last person in there was an enemy, if you just literally just stick your little toe in it, you get 200 XP just for being a person on an opposite team touching the hard point. That's free 200 XP every time. let's move over to Verdansk and Warzone and cover the quickest ways to get through tiers over there. So the entire premise of the game in Warzone obviously is to be the last one standing. If you do make it the full game, that's around 20 to 25 minutes of playtime, which is around a quarter of a tier just for making it to the end. Obviously that's easier said than done, as we all know, but the longer you stay alive, the more progression you'll make within game time. But along the way, if you pick up kills, that is also a massive source of XP in Warzone, more so than regular multiplayer, I'd say. So maybe if you know you've really been grinding Warzone, you're consistently averaging around 5 to 10 kills a game, making it to the 6th or 7th circle, playing Warzone consistently, continuously is going to be a really good strategy for you. Another big XP driver is looting in contracts. I'm sure you've noticed whenever you open up a crate or start a contract, you get a little boost of XP. And even more when you complete the contract or in scavengers every time you open a crate. So even if it's mid-game and you do see a scav lying on the floor, you might as well pick it up. Even if you open 1 or 2 crates on your way to the circle, that's still more XP than you would have had before. Obviously recons give you XP, but they're a bit of a drag to do. There's always bounties, far more high risk, high reward strategy. But if you feel comfortable doing them, you can do them. I definitely say that scavs mid-game is the easiest way to pick up some free XP because people aren't often fighting over the scavs like they are at the start of the game. And now for the final tip that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, let's talk plunder. And wait, before you all click away, I know a lot of people don't like plunder. They think it's boring, they think it's just a looting simulator, and I agree to an extent, but we're talking fast battle pass progression. In this footage here, you're seeing we actually end up winning the game. It takes around 11 minutes, so 11% of a tier, I think. And alongside that, you just get your usual XP for looting, completing contracts and killing. But there is far more freedom to continuously loot and complete those contracts without fear of a guy sat in a corner with an origin. You can see here that from contracts and looting, this is the end screen after we win. I got almost 4,000 XP. I got almost 8,000 just for picking up cash, which is the aim of the mode, and the match bonus alone was over 10,000 XP, and because we won we got an extra 7,500 XP, and if you add all that together, that's 30% of a tier done through XP alone. When you add in the game time, I completed 40% in just over 10 minutes, which is an insane return if you think about the time it takes to actually rack up 30,000 XP in a game of normal multiplayer or Warzone. And here's the bonus tip for today. You can double up on this XP. If you run in your loadout a gun you want to level up, unlock attachments, so say you want to join the RAM zone that everyone's been running, but you haven't really leveled up the RAM, you haven't put any time into it, you don't really want to. If you just run a RAM with whatever you want, doesn't have to be the correct attachments you use in Warzone, as you loot, if you have that ram out as your main weapon, you gain weapon XP without doing any of the tedious work. No shoot the ship, no going out and getting smoked by kids with kilos in Warzone as you're just trying to level up your gun. It's essentially free weapon XP. This works in Warzone as well. If you do want to run it, whenever you open a crate, you will get a bit of XP for it. But I found this was the easiest way, especially just to unlock attachments. Not so much camos, because obviously you have to kill people for that, but just for attachments alone, I find it really, really useful. And I know plunder can be boring, but if you can, I'd recommend partying up with some friends and just hanging out in a game or two. Even if you spend the rest of the evening playing Warzone, use it as a warm-up, test out a loadout or two, jump into the dance properly for the rest of the evening, and I'm sure you'll hit tier 100 in no time. I hope you enjoyed the video today, guys. The content is going to be flowing in Season 6, I'm really excited for it, so make sure to hit subscribe if you want to see more. I hope you all had a good day, and I'll catch you guys later.